Yo, it's your boy Mike G. Welcome to the Raw Podcast Live. Hosted by
Jay,
the Gemini Beauty from the Dirty West, and
DJ Tom Tom
from the Big D. Now, let's get into it. Call 469-222-9056 to come on live with us right now.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Yeah!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Raw, the podcast live. Hi, DJ Tom Tom here. Jay up in the hizzy for shizzy. We're here December, I don't know what date it is. What is today? Like the 8th?
I believe so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's been a couple weeks or so since we've been on, and you know, the holidays do affect things and whatever else, and not to mention a lack of topics, kind of. But anywho, I mean, I'm just being honest. We do have a good one for tonight, and it's kind of just one that I think we both can touch on, and that is body image, or like, you know, like weight gain or weight loss, stuff like that. So Jay, you want to lead off? Let us know what's going on. How you been, ma'am? Where you been? How was your holiday?
My holidays was pretty decent. I mean, it was a bust, but pretty decent. I mean, I ended up fucking my car up.
Shit happens.
Funny. Yeah. But I've just been over here at home, working, holidays, everything, just trying to catch up with life, because sometimes people fall behind, and I ended up falling behind again. But related on the topic, yeah, body image is what most people deal with, American or not. Body image is how you view yourself, and there's so many things that are related to it. Like, for instance, me, I always think I'm bigger than what I really am. Like, yeah, I'm a pretty big girl, you know, but I always think I'm at least 100 pounds more or 50 pounds more than what I really am. So, like, with what I wear, you can't really tell, but I'm insecure about myself, and I try to, like, just brush it off and go about my ways and my days and stuff, but it still gets to me. Like, it's one of those things that keep me up at night.
Yeah, I totally understand. I mean, I've been there myself. As people who do know me know, I mean, I've been up and down on, you know, a roller coaster of weight loss and weight gain all my life. It's not changed. So what for you would you say, like, what started that? At what age would you say? Did you start to feel like...
It started back when I was in school, probably, like, even before, like, it, like, weight was a big thing, even before it's like, oh, I'm an adult, like, I need to get this under control type of shit. It was mostly bullying. So I got bullied, and people were like, oh my god, she's pregnant and shit in the 5th grade. I was in the 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
Like, bitch, how do you even get pregnant? Like,
I mean, like, that's a different show, but it's possible. It is.
Yeah, at 5, but I mean, in the 5th grade, but still, like, that's really what started it, because I was like, I knew what pregnancy was, but I didn't know how it happened or whatever.
Yeah.
I just knew that you gained a lot of weight. Like, you were big, your stomach was a bubble. And so, like, it kind of started off with that. And ever since then, like, it doesn't matter how skinny I was or would be. Like, I always think I'm way bigger than what I really am.
Yeah, the perception that we have of ourselves, it's always different, you know, I mean, but we can't see how, I mean, like, just the way that somebody else, they don't see what we see, you know, like, the issues that what we would think would be better suited on us, but you don't really know. I mean, but I'm sure, was there a point where you were like I'm sure as a baby or when you were growing up young, you were like thin, like skinny, like a little kid.
I was getting all throughout school.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really hit me how small I was until, like, I got out of school and actually put on weight. And most of my weight comes from depression because, like, as you can tell, like, with my nails, like, I'm always chewing on something. Look at my little fake eyebrows. I'm always chewing on something.
It's trying to put eyebrows on your finger.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like, you can tell with my nails, like, I'm always chewing on something. Like, even, and that's really how I gain weight, is because to deal with my depression and anxiety, I eat and I eat and I eat. And at the end of the day, next thing I know, I'm up about 30 pounds, because if I lost 30 pounds, I'd be like almost the healthy weight for my height. But it's just, I deal with a lot of shit and I cope with it by eating. So,
well, it could be worse. I mean, it could be drugs.
I wish it was drugs. I'd
Shut
be high
up.
all day.
Shut
But I
up.
hate the feeling of getting high, so
Yeah.
I hate the feeling of being high.
Well, think of it this way. You'd be spending your money either way on a fix.
I know.
So-
Except when I can spend food stamps on. And
But
the other-
food
Well-
to me is like the biggest drug there is, period. I mean, everybody has to have it, but it can be overly consumed, you know, but shit, I remember it didn't even hit me about weight until I was like 11 or 12. And I had always been this like stick figure until I guess my body was beginning to go through its metamorphosis. Where did I hear that word used before where I was like, that is not the word to use?
in that book.
Oh, yes. In that.
Metamorphosis. What do you fucking mean we're metamorphosing?
But, yes, we're metamorphosing. But it wasn't until like 6th grade, 5th grade, around there, when we'd be staying home during the summers and just basically eat everything in sight. And I remember from one year to the next, I went from like nothing to this round ball of
Hold on, let me see.
But I got the same thing said to me about being pregnant when I went to middle school. No shit.
Like, they're just being hateful.
But
Like, what are you mad for?
I was always such a shit talker, and with comebacks where I'd be like, yeah, your dad's. It's your dad's. You go ask
I
him.
wasn't. I would always go cry to my mom.
Oh, I didn't cry until I got home. After I got out of school, I was like, I can't believe they think I'm pregnant. What the hell is that? Do they know I'm gay plus I'm fat? Oh my God.
Like, I just hated school. School just,
But that
All
is
the
where a
things
lot of
to
stuff
see
like
about
that start.
myself.
But that's where body image comes into play, because you're right. It's about how people give you this idea of how you should think of yourself or how you should look at yourself. And it's like, it didn't even really occur until somebody had to be a bitch about it and be shitty. Right?
school is what really made me, like, hate myself. Like, if I would have, I swear, if I would have just got homeschooled, yeah, I would have been more awkward than I am now.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't have all these, like, self-esteem related.
No, girl, trust me, you would. Because this is the thing, like, going through having to go through a public school system or anything where you have to deal with people, it just prepares you for what could possibly come. I mean, because these are just youngins raised by folks, you know, that basically repeat the shit they've already heard. You know, that's basically it. And kids form ideas and opinions. It's like, for instance, there's a family that doesn't eat out at McDonald's at all, right? Versus a family that can realistically eat out at McDonald's because, I mean, McDonald's is affordable in their world. You know what I mean? We can't all go to fucking whatever's expensive. You know what I mean? Like some people don't got it like that, and then they make it seem a way. But you know, a lot of that affects a lot of shit all the way around, as far as just how you look at yourself. For real,
Like,
for real.
I'm only really insecure about a few things on my body, and it mostly has to do with the weight. Like my double chin, my lips, my stomach, and my arms are the only things I'm insecure about.
Right.
And that's all having to relate with fat. Because like you'd say, oh well, lips. Well, if like I would lost some weight on my face, like my lips would be lifted where I want them to be lifted.
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't always have to be about
Like my
weight,
lips would be lifted
correct?
where I want them to be lifted.
See, body image does not have to relate all the time to weight. You know, it can do a lot with just facial features. You know, people don't like the way their legs are formed, or it's crazy stuff like hair. I mean, hair, that's a big deal for me. When I started losing hair when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, so insecure about it. And there's still a lot of that, you know. So you try to think of other ways to like make up for what you feel like you lack, I guess, in those departments.
How about we do this? We discuss, like, we just name off things that we're insecure about. We discuss it, like what we could change, and then we like do something positive with it. Like, add some positivity to that shit.
Well, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I mean, it's all about being proactive towards a situation. You know, you ultimately share or hold the ability and everything else to change whatever it is going on in your life. How you look, how you feel, so many things. And just starting Monday, I was like, I hate how I look. I hate how I feel. And it's like every day eating just too much, eating crap, drinking beer every day, you know, like none of those things. How can you really sit there and complain when you're not doing anything to change it or feel better or look better?
Also, sometimes it stems from people in our lives too, because we can look at them, like for me and my sister, for instance, I can look at my sister and like she's super pretty, like model status. Tommy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she's been on the show before. Yeah.
And yeah, Ivory.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'll look